I'm a Mercedes fan.
And I'm a BMW fan.
And this is an Audi A3.
And I'm Aiden.
And I'm Evo.
You're watching Gaudin X.
All new generation of the Audi A3, 4th gen 8Y. I personally think this is a great looking car.
It's so much better looking than the last A3
Yes.
was. You have the larger grille, sharper and more aggressive front LED headlights. This one has the black optics package, $1,500. Black window trim, black 18-inch rims, black Audi badge that's not black anymore because they wrapped it white up front. You don't get a black roof, but this one has a black roof because the previous owner added this most awful wrap to the roof I've ever seen, where it's peeling.
Yes, it is. But I gotta say, honestly, for being a base model, this thing is shooting above its weight class. It is a nice looking car.
I think it's better looking than the 2 Series sedan.
Yes.
By far.
Yes.
Because that's an ugly car.
Yes.
And then I think it looks better than the A-Class.
I think so too. It definitely looks better than
And
the
you have that
A-Class.
spoiler on the back, which looks really cool. I mean, the new design overall is awesome. Let's open up the hood. I want to see what's under it. Of course, we have a 4-cylinder. It's an Audi.
It's going to be a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, as Audi has been doing for the last, I want to say, not 20 years, but close to there.
201 horsepower, 221 pound-feet of torque.
It is, so I drove it over here, obviously. It is very peppy. It is good, and this one actually has a hybrid system attached to it.
It does, and since this one is the front-wheel drive one, it suffers on that 0 to 60 time.
It does.
You can get this in Quattro. Absolutely, but this one's front-wheel drive, and it is sluggish, and it spins its tires like nothing else. It's not super fast.
They do give you launch control, though, with the 8-speed that's in this thing, and it's about 6.3 seconds, 0 to 60, what Audi claims.
Yeah.
It's not bad for a base model, but it's obviously not a fast car. This isn't what you'd buy.
It'll do 130 miles an hour, though.
It will. It will do 130 miles an hour.
8-speed auto, which is peppy as ever because it's the ZF 8-speed and everyone loves that transmission no matter
absolutely.
what. But yeah, I mean, of course, what do we expect? 200 horsepower is better than we got in the last generation.
That's true, but the best part about it is it gets 27 miles in the city, 35 on the highway for a combined rating of 30 miles a gallon.
Yeah,
that's
so
awesome.
Fuel efficiency wise, this is awesome. Speed, it's gonna be enough speed for all of you out there because any normal person who doesn't really care, the speed of this car is going to be perfectly fine. Plus, most people aren't doing 130 in their Audi A3.
Yep.
So. All right, now moving on to the side. I love these mirrors right here. The whole casing of them, super sharp design. Awesome body molding going down the side, which looks really cool. And like I said, spoiler in the back. Black window trim looks awesome. These door handles are a little weird though. I thought we stopped doing the weird pull-up thing because the doors would like freeze in cold weather.
Well, they did stop doing that, but that's in the A8, which is the high, obviously the flagship. This is still a base model. So.
You're right, yeah.
But overall, for being a base model, I love the way it's designed. It's very angular and very sharp looking, which is sticking to Audi's new design language.
Yeah.
They've gone away from the bubbly styling of, I want to say, the 2015 S cars to a lot more angular, a lot more sharp. So it is a very good looking car.
You know,
it is. It is. It's a very good looking car. I definitely do prefer the look of this car over the A-Class. I think the A-Class is
just the ugliest car ever.
It's not a very, they're not very good looking cars. This one definitely outclasses them for sure.
100%. All right, now let's move to the back. Okay.
The backside of the Audi A3, I think it's a very smart looking car. Definitely a lot of A6-esque styling back here.
Yeah, they've taken a lot of this style. It's like they took an A6 and kind of shrunk it down with these taillights and the whole design of the rear. In general, I love this spoiler that they've put on the trunk lid.
I think it's great, and this one actually sports about 10.9 cubic feet of room in the trunk, which is a good amount for a small car.
And they didn't wrap those Audi badges white back here like they did up front.
It's weird. Why would you do the front one but leave the back one?
Well,
I don't know.
Contrast off the grill, I guess.
I guess.
And then under it, that's a great amount of space. It's enough.
10.9 cubic feet's pretty good. I mean, for a small car, obviously you wouldn't, if you needed a car with a lot of cargo room, you'd buy probably an SUV or something, but this is good for a small car.
And you can fold down those seats in there using this little lever in here, and you have a 12-volt socket and some nets and everything. So it's great for storage. Now, if you're driving around, just hauling around groceries and stuff,
it's great.
This isn't that big of a deal. This
is great.
Fine. It's not the biggest in the industry, but who cares?
I mean, it'll get your weekly grocery
you know
run
what's
done.
Not down here?
The exhaust.
There's no tailpipes.
Well, here's the thing. This isn't new. Audi's been a culprit of this,
doing this for years.
For a while. They stopped with like the B7 A4, and then they started just being complete criminals.
I can't even see the exhaust.
It's somewhere.
Right there. I see. Oh, it's dual. It's a dual exhaust system.
Yeah, but does it point straight down?
Yes.
Yeah.
Interior.
It is nice. I gotta say, it's a very nice place to be. These seats are actually pretty comfortable.
Yes.
More comfortable than I thought they would be. I like the design of them, especially with this little Alcantara strip right here. Yep. The one thing I gotta say I don't like in here is this. I hate this shifter. This is just
Everyone's doing this now. BMW does this with their 3 Series and the 4 Series now. Audi's doing this on a lot of their models.
Yep.
Not Mercedes though. They're keeping with the stock.
They're keeping with the stock up there, yeah. But the one thing I do like in here is this MMI system.
This MMI system is incredible. They've been doing this since about 2019 with the A7 and A6. Mm-hmm. This is an awesome system. Wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, super responsive, and they've basically taken that top screen from the A6 and A7, plopped it in the A3. It looks great and it works really well.
It does.
Heated and cooled seats in here, dual zone climate, or not heated seats in here, dual zone climate control. Wireless charger because this is the Premium Plus.
This is the upgraded one, yes.
2 USB Type-Cs.
Fun fact, there is no USB Type-A. They're all USB Type-Cs in this car, which can be either good or bad depending on how you feel about it. But the one thing I also don't like is this volume knob. So there's no, you don't just push a button, you like have to spin your arm around your finger.
I'd rather use the gimmick they do in the 7 Series where they're turning it up like this and like doing this stuff.
This is a little weird. It is a physical button, but for the volume, you have to like...
It's a weird touch sensor. Yeah. It's not great.
We do have to talk about it though, because it's a base model. There's a lot of plastic in here.
There is a ton of plastic.
There's a lot of plastic everywhere.
But for the most part, they've made that plastic look nice.
It have. I mean, the dashboard's all right. This stitching up here, I think it looks out of place.
Yeah.
I think it looks out of place because it's not a fully leather stitched dashboard.
100%.
But honestly though, the design of it is pretty nice. Of course, it follows the angular design in here.
Yeah,
with everything.
This steering wheel is from the last generation of A3. They didn't change the steering wheel, but they changed the gauge cluster. This is not the upgraded one. There's a 12.3-inch gauge cluster you get with the technology package. Mm-hmm. This one is not that, and you can tell because you have, of course, the oil temperature and you have the gas gauge. Those would be electronic if you got the full gauge cluster. Though this isn't bad, it's super high quality. One of my favorite gauge clusters in the entire industry today.
Very clean looking.
Oh,
it's easy to use, very clean. You can tell it's not the upgraded one because some of the menus, it only gives you like 3 options. But overall, it's a nice place to be.
Because
there is one thing that I do also want to talk about. You know about this because, you know, your favorite brand, BMW. Can you push that button right there that says adaptive cruise control, please? What does that say on the screen? Can you read it for everybody at home?
Function not purchased or is expired.
Not purchased or is expired. Now, you being a BMW fan, what does that mean?
Well, it makes it seem like it's a subscription, but you can't tote on BMW for that because in the United States, that's not a thing.
But they charge subscriptions for adaptive cruise control.
In the Audis.
And for heated seats in the BMWs.
Yes.
But it is annoying because it kind of shows that
Audi.
It shows, oh, you didn't get the higher end one.
Why, Audi? Why would you do a subscription service for adaptive cruise contrul?
The glove box, it's actually pretty good. It's pretty deep.
It's belted too, so it doesn't make noise.
Yes. The one thing it is though, it is
nailing the passenger knees.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
And this is flimsy feeling. The center console, I mean, it just feels like crap.
But rear legroom is decent. It's nothing to write home about. No. We had our cameraman Jason back there. He's very tall, and he was kind of crammed.
Oh, yeah.
But, I mean, for a small car, again, you're not really buying this because, you know, your big concern is rear legroom.
I would get, if I were to buy one of these, you have to get the technology package. Upgrades the gauge cluster, gives you your adaptive cruise control and stuff like that. And with the technology package, and Audi is so good with the sound system, the way they configure it, you get the Bang & Olufsen sound
That system. Is a good sound system.
And in these cars, Bang & Olufsen's awesome. You have to get the technology package. But that's about it. Other than that, interior for a base model Audi, pretty nice.
Pretty nice place to be. I mean, okay, so it drives pretty well. I drove it for a while when we came over here. Overall, though, nice interior. It's quiet in here. You do get some road noise. I love the design of it in here, and it is peppy. I mean, if you get on it, it's not too bad. Well, it does have that electric assist, of course. Yeah. So it is, you know, and the turbo tends to. There's not a lot of lag. I don't notice lag with the turbo. It seems to be instant, which I think is aided by that electric.
100%.
System. MSRP is 41 grand. The thing is, though, I mean, would you pay $41,000 for this?
No.
No, you wouldn't.
I can get an M340i for.
It's actually not too bad.
No, it's not.
It's actually not too bad at all.
That's not bad.
The car handles very well, I must say, and the steering is very responsive on this thing.
Yeah.
It is because it's front wheel drive, so obviously everything's connected in the front, but it's nice. I think the 2-liter turbo paired with the 8-speed and the mild hybrid system is a very good combination.
We might as well check out how snappy this transmission is.
It's kind of slow.
Ooh.
It's weird. It's very slow.
That
actually.
is. Oh, are we in dynamic?
It is. It's in dynamic mode.
We're in dynamic.
It is, yeah.
On the upshift, it's slow. It downshifts like a dog.
It does, yeah. I mean, the delay between...
What?
Yeah, yeah. The delay between when you hit the paddle and when it actually downshifts it's a lot.
That is the definition of a flappy paddle transmission.
Yep.
This is, what did Audi do? As a town car.
It's great.
Good.
It's much better than the last generation.
It's much better.
Much, like miles better.
It's just kind of slow, that's all.
But yeah.
Okay. What do you think?
I think it is a nice base model car. It's a pretty good car for the price. If you're looking for a town car, remember, don't be expecting to go 200 miles an hour in an Audi A3.
No.
But overall, for what it is, I think it's a good car.
You know what is a great car? The RS3, which is only $66,000.
That's $20,000 more than this.
Getting an inline 5, that sounds like a V10.
You do, and it's very fast. And it can be very, very fast.
It can be. Alrighty, well, I love the A3.
I also
Good
really
upgrade.
like the A3. I think it's better than its other two competitors.
Oh yeah, sure is.
It sure
Alrighty.
is.
Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, make sure to hit that like button down below. If you want to see more from us, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video.